Hi, vacation rental owner or manager. This episode is about all things golden decorating for your STR because, in my experience, it really does make you more money. Listen in. Hi, vacation rental owner. Welcome to Step Up Your STR, the podcast all about specialized decorating so that you can make max revenue from your properties. I'm Cara, and I've designed dozens of STRs, all of which charge in the top 10% of their area competitors and or make up to 153% more after working with me. Today's episode is extra special because I'm celebrating putting out 50 episodes, and I'm very thankful to reach this milestone with you. And I thought, what better way to celebrate than to talk about what gold represents? Not just the color or the metal, but what it can symbolize for your business. So we're going to talk about why thoughtful design can take your STR into a golden era of bookings and revenue. My top 5 golden rules for STR decorating that can make properties truly stand out. A list of 10 gold accented items that you can buy today that can elevate your space. And then I will end with a big, bold prediction also about where STR design and guest experience are heading in the next 5 years. Now, if you've been feeling like your property is good, but not quite great, you definitely don't have the bookings you want, then this episode will give you a spark that you can use. So let's dive in. Now, why 50th anniversary? Why is it golden? Why does that even matter for you? So 50 years of marriage is called the golden anniversary because gold is rare. Being married for 50 years, especially in today's day and age, is rare. Gold represents endurance and brilliance that will last over time. It doesn't rust, it doesn't fade, and it never really goes out of style. Metals, they kind of come in and out of fashion, but those true metals, gold included, will always have staying power. And honestly, that is exactly what you want for your STR business. You want bookings that keep coming in and great reviews that will continue month after month. You want a listing that shines in photos and in person, and because that will lead to higher rates and repeat guests. So in this episode, I want to use gold as a metaphor for creating a property that will really serve you well because it has staying power. A property that doesn't look that won't look nice just now, but will feel designed, intentional, and will be profitable for years to come. Now, let's be honest. Most STR owners think design is just about looking pretty, but when you design strategically, you're doing so much more than decorating. Here are what the right design elements do for your property. They make your listing photos irresistible. I mean, think about it. People know, I think a lot of people, STR owners know that good photography is important. But if what is being photographed doesn't look great, there's nothing that the best lighting or the most amazing camera lens can do for it. Your decorating is your first line of contact with a potential guest. And if it is not designed for more revenue, you won't make more revenue. Online, you do only have seconds to grab a guest's attention. Design is what will sell the click. The right design elements also elevate perceived value of your property. Guests do pay more for spaces that look premium, even if the actual cost of upgrades was low. Great design elements create emotional connections because people remember how a space makes them feel, and that will lead to repeat stays and referrals. Great design elements also keep your property competitive. Absolutely. STR supply is just over the top in a lot of areas in the country, but design helps you stand out when all the other places look the same or look bland. In other words, design done well doesn't just create beauty, it creates bookings. And if you want to enter your STR's golden era, if you want your STR to have a golden time to come, you need a few core principles to guide you. Now, after working with countless STR owners, I have boiled down some of those essentials. I have 5 simple golden rules I'll share. These work whether your property is big, small, if it's rural or in the city, luxury, mid-range. These rules always work for STR decor. So let's go through them. Golden rule number 1 is vivid color. Stop blending into the sea of beige and gray rentals. Some vivid color, like on a throw pillow, an accent chair, a bold rug, a huge piece of art. Vivid color grabs attention in listing photos so easily and so readily, and it makes the space feel alive. Now, the key is to choosing 1 or 2 bold colors and then repeating them throughout the property so that it all feels really intentional and professionally done. For example, maybe you would have emerald green pillows in the living room and then a matching throw at the foot of the bed in the main bedroom, or maybe some bright blue bar stools in the kitchen and then that similar color of blue as an accent wall in a child's playroom. So 1 or 2 really strong colors will instantly give your property personality. Rule number 2, white walls. Now, here's the thing. White walls in online photos make the space feel clean. And clean is what guests want first and foremost. White walls might seem boring, but I promise they're not because they make that vivid color that you might have in your space, they make that vivid color look even more vivid and work harder for you. White walls give that neutral backdrop so that all of your art, accent, colors, and furniture can shine and not have the space feel chaotic. White walls also make rooms look bigger and brighter and more modern in photos, which is exactly what catches the eye of someone scrolling through all the listings on Airbnb or Vrbo. Plus, when trends change, you don't have to repaint the whole house because white walls are flexible, timeless, and they're just smart. White is always a good idea when it comes to STRs. I do have a free printable about the best white shades of paint, and I can link that in the description so you can find that there. Golden rule number 3, something Instagrammable. This is the secret sauce for free marketing. It gives your guests a photo-worthy moment, something unique or fun, beautiful. They can snap a picture, post it online, and then tag your property. That's instant exposure and advertising for you. Now, this could be a really dramatic chandelier with some golden accents in it, a gallery wall with gold frames, or maybe a cozy reading nook with a golden floor lamp and a really sumptuous plush chair. The point is, give people a corner, a backdrop, or a feature that is undeniably Instagrammable, and they will post about it. Another thing is that when people post themselves and remember themselves being in a particular space, they connect themselves as being part of it. So that also will lead to repeat bookings for you. Rule number 4 is timelessness. Trends will come and go, and that can happen fast. The Pinterest board from 2019 already looks dated. Your best bet is to invest in pieces that will last with classical, timeless furniture shapes, quality materials, warm metals like brass or gold, and textiles from nature. I can't emphasize that enough. Nature does it best. Wood, stone, greenery, those things have been around for millions of years. They're never going anywhere anytime soon. So they're always a good bet to have in your space, in your property, wood and stone. Then you can swap out accessories over time, like art and pillows, but your core design choices should look just as good 5 years from now as they do today. Golden rule number 5 is balance. Decorating balance is what makes a room feel finished instead of thrown together. Now, if you have bold colors, pair them with neutrals. If one wall is dramatic, maybe have some drama on the other side of the room as well. If your chandelier is ornate, let the furniture be simple. Decorative balance keeps the space from feeling chaotic. And when guests feel at ease, they remember your property as being relaxing and conducive to them having a wonderful time. So those are the 5 rules. Let's go through them again. They are vivid color, white walls, something Instagrammable, timelessness, and balance. All right, I want to share some gold-hued items. I get messages saying that they love the practical tips I share, so I do want to share more. 10 gold accent pieces that work beautifully in STRs. And I will have this list also in the description so you can get the exact links there. These things are affordable, easy to install, and give you a big visual return on investment. First, gold brushed cabinet handles or knobs. Next, brass wall sconces. Next, gold framed wall art. Brass faucets and bathroom hardware. Golden drawer pulls and doorknobs. Decorative gold trays and bowls. A gold accent chandelier or pendant light. Let's go with a chandelier. Gold framed mirrors. Gold wall hooks. And some throw pillows with golden threads. All right, so I do have a big, bold prediction for STR design. Looking ahead 5 years, here's my prediction. Guests will expect experiential design. Not just a nice space, but spaces that feel immersive, personalized, and sensory. Lighting that shifts the mood. Textures that feel luxe and super interesting. Tech that integrates seamlessly, but doesn't look cold or sterile. And yes, warm metals like brass and gold will stick around because they add richness and warmth to all of that. The STRs that will win will be the ones creating experiences, not just overnight stays. Now, briefly, here's an action plan of what you can do this week. Number 1, walk your property and note any areas that look flat or uninspired in photos. Number 2, add a vivid color, like a throw pillow that you can put on your sofa, a rug, or an accent chair in a wonderful fuchsia pink. You can have a vivid color easily and quickly in your space. Third step, pick one golden upgrade from my top list. You can order it today. The links are right in the description for you. Number 4, create an Instagrammable spot. Have some good lighting, an amazing focal point. That's what's going to make it Instagrammable, and a way for people to take photos and encouragement for them to take photos. You can have a little sign nearby saying, please post yourself. Please take a picture, post yourself online, and include your hashtag, your rental name. And then step number 5, check for balance. Do any rooms feel busy or empty? And then you can adjust accordingly. Now, when you make some of these upgrades, be sure to get the best photos that you can and update your listing with them. On the other hand, if you don't have time or just don't feel like you want to make those improvements that you know need to be made, if you don't want to do that yourself, I'm here for you to take over the decorating tasks and make this process as easy for you as possible so that your space can make max revenue. I will leave my contact info in the description. So here's to your property's golden era and to the next 50 episodes of assisting you to get there with great design elements. Thank you so much for being here with me. I have enjoyed putting out these first 50 episodes, and I look forward to talking again next time.